Spellbook of the Lost and Found, Chapter 24, Olive, Saturday, May 13th. Lost. Shoe. White canvas, muddy and torn. Sighted someone through the trees. Without deciding anything out loud, we walked quickly back to the house. We closed the boarded-up door and drew up in the dark hall. Well, that was creepy, I say, because I felt like someone had to. Rowan goes upstairs and comes back with a couple of threadbare towels that we pass around until they're half soaked and we're merely damp. Then Hazel gets me and Rose a pair of her pajamas, and we all sit around the rickety old camping table in the only habitable room of the house. Ivy gives us Band-Aids that we press over the cuts in our hands. Rowan pulls the heavy wooden boards back over the sliding doors so we can't see out. The wood mutes the sound of a storm. Inside, the generator hums, charging our phones. Making the fridge cold, lighting the 3 ugly desk lamps on the kitchen counters. The light flickers. Our eyes are wild. It's like the storms in our bones. Who is she, I ask, to break the silence. Amy, Aslan Kennedy. I'm fairly sure I know the answer, but Rowan tells me anyway. She's her mom. It's at exactly that moment that we all hear a knock on the door. Hazel's face pales. The knocking grows louder. Nobody has moved to answer. Aren't any of you going to get that, I ask. Ivy fidgets with the sleeves of her top. Bad luck to open the door in a storm, she says. Her voice is slurred. I imagine that drinking straight spirits will affect you more if you weigh approximately the same as a small teapot. I, on the other hand, have a more robust constitution. I stand, swaying only ever so slightly, and open the kitchen door. In the hall, the knocking's louder. I can almost make out a little weight from behind me. But I open the front door and I pull the boards away from in front of it anyway. At the beginning of The Princess and the Pea, a mysterious girl shows up at the Princess Palace one night during a storm. She's half drowned and soaked to the skin and says she's a princess. But her hair is tangled and her dress is worn and her coat is several sizes too big. If I were Cinderella, hopping on one silver shoe after the bonfire party, the girl on the doorstep is the Princess and the Pea. Behind me, the others step out of the doorway of the kitchen. The light from inside spills into the hall, and although it's still murky, I can see her. She's as pale as lightning, ashen and freckled, with thick, curly red hair twisted around her head by the storm. She's wearing a man's shirt over a red sundress. Her feet are bare and muddy. Her eyes are wild and wide. We stare at each other for several long seconds before my mouth to move. I've never seen her before, but I feel like I know her. Red hair, bare legs. I whisper, Ash? You're not Laurel, she says. I think she says it. Everything's howling in my head and the doorway is spinning. Maybe my constitution's not so robust after all. I flail my arm out to steady myself, and she jolts away from me. Before I can say anything to reassure her, she turns and runs into the forest, scurrying over the rubble like a rat. Hey, wait! Hazel pushes me aside and runs into the rain. Her feet as bare as ashes. Her pajamas are soaked in seconds. What's she doing? Rowan asks from behind me. I don't know if he means Hazel or Ash. Ash turns around to us once she's over the hill and over the wall, her face all in the shadows, and thunder shakes the world. Then she takes off again and is swallowed by the forest. Stop, Hazel calls, scrambling over the rubble of the wall. Hazel, come back! But all we can see is the rain and the trees. Beside me, Rowan pulls on his soaking wet shoes. I grab mine from beside his, and Rose and Ivy follow suit. Laces lolling, Rowan runs out into the storm. Rose and I follow, unsteady on our feet. The backs of my shoe bent down under my heels, and the soles slapping in the puddles. We put our phones in flashlight mode, train the beams on the rubble beneath us. We scramble over the wall, palms slick on brick, a mush of leaves and mud underfoot. Lightning, more thunder. I've never seen a storm like this. I've never been out in such rain. Showers of it, rivers, lakes, and seas of it. In the next flash of lightning, I see 2 girls running. In the next flash of dark, I can see faces between the trees. I skid to a stop and hold onto the trunks of a silver birch for balance. Further ahead, Hazel shouts, she's gone down the slope to the deeper forest. Behind me, Rose yells, where the fuck does she think she's going? Rowan calls, we'll break our necks going down the slope in this, and he's right. She could be anywhere. Ivy's quiet voice is right behind my good ear. Fuck! I crane my neck to stare down the slope, but everything is darkness. Hazel reappears. I lost her, she says then. Then she realizes her wording and looks grim. She knows where we are, says Rose, and Hazel nods. Hazel leads us back to the house, and we all trek muddy footprints to the dirty hall.